monitoring here on Sundays because Tigers putting for Eagle for 62 or 61. I would really like to see that right now. And that was a terrific game. You know, I was upset with about 4 or 5 minutes left because I thought we had the game and we let it go. We let it go. We just were not disciplined down the stretch. And then we had to get lucky to win or to go in overtime. And it really wasn't, I mean, Paul made a good shot. I thought that last play, really, the start of it was a play. After that, it was, you know, hully-gully or whatever you want to call it. And we just told the guys to keep handing it off until somebody got free. And Paul made a big shot. But overtime was great. I thought we executed terrifically. You know, it was a frustrating game because we got it to the basket a lot. I would love to know the number of layups as a team, or it wasn't even layups, it was just point blank that we missed tonight. I mean, it had to be in the 20s. But I was happy in the second half defensively. They're shooting 56% at halftime, and they end up shooting 43%. So that means you played a heck of a defensive second half.
What was the game against?
There was no game plan. I mean, you know, we just wanted to put pressure on him. We take him off his right hand, which I thought we allowed him to get to his right late in the game. That's one of my points of contention late. But that was it. You know, they're a whole team. You know, Jeremy Lin is terrific. Makes tough shots, and but Carmelo's pretty good. You know, and Amari is pretty good. J.R. Smith. So. We were probably more focused on that, if you want me to be honest.
Joe, Lynn ended up taking 7 shots.
Yeah.
Was it the idea to
Well, you know, guys, don't forget he was in foul trouble, so he didn't play the minutes as usual. But I thought the defensive pressure was good. I mean, Rondo was up in him, and so was Avery. That's what we should do every night, and it was great to see it tonight.
Doc, you played with a pretty short bench tonight.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that this game you really wanted to play?
Yeah, I wanted to win this game. I wanted to win them all right? But we were, you know, Bass, when he went out that stretch, kind of made us shorten our bench, you know, and this is 4 games, if you notice, we basically are at 9, you know, and that's what we're going to do. You know, the only guy, and obviously with overtime, it's kind of skewed, but the only guy that I really tried to limit minutes is Kevin. You know, and every night, but most nights we do, he can have an occasional 40-minute night, just can't have many of them, you know. But I like our rotation. I tightened it on purpose. I told our coaches after the Oklahoma City game, when we come back, there's 9 guys, and that'll be it. You know, every once in a while when we can go 10, we will. But that 10th guy right now is going to be a short minute guy, whoever it is. And I like what we're doing.
You just talked about Rondo, triple-double, especially the rebound.
Yeah, well, we needed him. We were small. You know, we played small. I'm kicking myself because I thought, you know, I decided to do that 2 days ago when they went with Novak. You know, I'm a gambler at times, and so I decided, you know what, we're going to stay big and see if we can play power ball, and that's when they made the run in the first half. So, but we talked to our guys, if we go small, guards have to rebound, and Rondo did that.
How about in general, since coming back to the
Yeah, they've been terrific. And again, I don't even look at his numbers, I look at the way we play. And I think in the last 4 games, our offense has been terrific. We're running great stuff. I thought we got away from it a little bit to start the 3rd quarter, and that's why I used the timeout. And then Rondo got us right back in it. Again, he's starting to make calls, you know, and the more he can do that, there's no guy on the floor that knows what should be run better than the point guard. And if he has a feel for your team, then I'd rather have him make the call. You know, every once in a while, you saw today in the free throw, he would look at me and say, I don't know what to call. And then you give him a call. But it's sensational when he doesn't look, as far as I'm concerned.
How must have the last minute and a half of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the game really in hand at that point.
Yeah, it was terrific. But it came out with our defense, Bob. I thought we got the stops, and then what we were running was great. I mean, we were picking, the ball was moving. If you want to watch us when we're bad offensively, just look at the shot clock. And if we're not in our offense by 12, it's a bad set.
I was referring to the last minute and a half of the 3rd.
Yeah, that was.
When you had the game.
And that you know, you think about that one and the end of the first, I think. Both end of those quarters, they made a run. You know, we were up 15 or 14, and they made a 7-0 run. And really, the run at the end of the third was careless. It was just us. And we had like 3 of timeouts where I was exasperated when it was just us. It wasn't like, you know, they were doing it. It was us making the mistakes. And that's not like us, but it was tonight.
When you give a point guard that freedom to make the most out, how difficult is that as a head coach to give the player?
I've never given one. Ronald's the only one. He really is. The years that I've coached, you know, and the reason you give it to him is because he's the smartest one. You know, he's the smartest point guard I've ever been around, and he deserves it. You know, he does. He knows the playbook. You know, he comes in and we talk about the playbook. He knows it. He knows it. He knows plays from 3 years ago, and timeouts he'll throw out a play that they haven't used in 2 or 3 years. And he's just in that way, he's extremely. I mean, he's a brilliant player in that way.
Like I say, you don't get to know it 18, 17, 20.
I didn't even know it until, honestly, they gave me the stat sheet, and I kind of glanced over the bottom numbers. And I think Longo said, boy, I knew Rondo played well. I didn't know his numbers were that great. And I happened to glance down. I had no idea. I didn't know the 20 assists. You know, but the big number to me is 20 assists and 4 turnovers. That's nice. Paul's been good, you know. Listen, I think everybody, Brendan Bass, you know, had 18 points, you know, and we just have light right now. You know, you can see it, and it's a lot better when you have that. You know, Kevin is, you know, everybody. Ray struggled tonight. I think partly because he was sick, and partly they did a heck of a job. They decided that they were going to take Ray out of the game. And we started the second half, we used Ray as a picker. You know, he was picking everybody and getting guys open because nobody was getting off his body, and that was effective for us. So it's just one of those nights.
What was he in overtime going to wait for? Because, I mean, he was playing 2.
Well, one was transition. That's one of the things we kept saying. Listen, you ain't getting open unless it's transition. We came out in the first play this overtime. We got him a wide open shot, but the pass was off mark. Remember, it was low. But Ray, the greatest part about Ray Allen over any player that I've coached is he's rare. He can miss all his shots. And if you draw up a play for him at the end of the game, if he gets open, he's probably going to make it. There's not a lot of guys like that.
Doc, 4 wins in a row, but the way you've won them, is that the most encouraging part about this?
Yeah, we're playing at a pace that we want to play at, and we're defending. It's who we should be every night, and it's who I think we will be.
Doc, you have to, it seems like everyone talks about Ronald's confidence, but it seems like you're instilling more confidence in him to call plays on his own.
Yeah, it's his team. I mean, and I tell him that every time, it's your team. I mean, we're all in this together, all right? But it's just great when he takes over like that, and he has a conscious clock. Like, example today, he was worried about Ray not having enough shots, and I had to tell him, don't worry about Ray. He ain't having a lot of shots tonight. You can see the way they were playing him. It's just not going to happen. And I didn't want to waste possessions trying to get Ray shots tonight. It's just one of those nights. And, you know, we're pretty good with Randall says that, and it's pretty good with it.
You're up on them 2-1, right?
Yeah, that was big. That was talked about.
Starting to think about that stuff.
Yeah, I've been since game 1, but I think we all are now. Yeah, it's big because now we have one more, and it could be for a tiebreaker in something.
God, is this a game where going in it didn't feel like a must win, but as it went on and the emotion and the overtime, does it feel like at the end that you really needed to win?
Yeah, I thought going into it, honestly, I don't ever do the must-win thing because it was a must-win for them, so somebody's going to lose, you know. But I did feel that way. I felt like it's an important game, and we said that. You know, this is a team that's trying to move in front of you, behind you, playoff position, concealing the play. You just never know. And the biggest thing is they're getting confidence, and we didn't want that to grow against us. You know, I thought that was very important.
You guys also did.
Yeah, but I'm saying they haven't had it, you know, ever, and now they're getting it, and I thought it was very important for us to win this game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.